Simulan natin sa unang example natin. Okay, so yung nandun sa module nyo, maganda yung way kung paano mag-solve using cross multiplication, but ang ano ko lang doon ay kahit na hindi na ganun yung given, ay gagamitin nyo pa rin yung cross multiplication. So may tendency kasi na ganun ang mangyari, kaya ang gagawin natin ay isang steps lang. What I mean is yung step lang na yun all throughout the subject or all throughout the items. So, sa lahat ng items, yun ang gagamitin natin. Okay? And preparation na rin natin to sa next topic natin na solving rational inequality. Okay? But yung nandun sa module nyo, pag binasa nyo siya, maganda yung content, kaya okay din naman siyang gamitin. Okay? So, explain ko din kung ano yung similarity nung method dun sa module and yung method na gagamitin natin dito. Okay? So, here's the steps na kailangan nating sundan all throughout. So, the first one is always equate to 0. So, as always, kung meron tayong equate to some rational expression, so lipat sa kabila para maging equal to 0 yan. Next is make the denominator the same. So, using the LCD. Ito yung topic natin last time. So, gamit yung LCD, kailangan magkamukha sila ng denominator, and that's our goal. Kasi mas madaling mag-add or mag-subtract ng fraction kung magkamukha sila ng denominator. After that, add and subtract the numerator. So, hindi natin concern yung denominator dito. Explain ko sa example mamaya kung ba't hindi natin siya concern. And solve for the unknown variable. And once na-solve natin yung variable, check na natin yung answer natin kung ito ay nag-fit dun sa ating equation. Okay? So, simulan natin. So, una, sabi doon is equate to 0. So, lipat sa kabila para maging equal to 0. So, itong term na to magiging negative. Okay? So, in other words, mag-subtract tayo ng 2 over 3x minus 1 both side. Okay? Next, kailangan kunin yung LCD. So, I know for sure, napakadali yung makita kung ano yung LCD niyan. So, yung LCD niyan is x times 3x minus 1. So, ang tendency, kailangan maging kamuka ng denominator yung ating LCD. So, ang kulang dito ay 3x minus 1. So, i-multiply natin yung 1 over x by 3x minus 1 sa numerator and denominator. And yung 2 over 3x minus 1, multiply natin by x para yung denominator natin ay kamukha na ng LCD. Okay? Next. Add or subtract the numerator. So, ito yung numerator ng isa, 1 times 3x minus 1, and then minus 2x equals to 0. Now, ito yung question. Sir, ano nangyari sa denominator? Okay, so ba't hindi natin siya kailangan pang galawin or ba't natin hindi siya kailangan isama? Okay, so pag in-add natin yan, so pag similar fraction, add or subtract the numerator lang tayo, then copy the denominator, di ba? E pag kinross multiply natin yan, since 0 to, tanggal na rin yung denominator natin. Kasi any number or any variable multiplied by 0 is just 0. So meaning, ang concern na lang natin dito is just the numerator. At kahit gaano pa kahaba yan, yun lang numerator yung concern natin after gawin natin yung process na same denominator. Okay? Now, solve for the variable x. So, we have 3x minus 1 minus 2x. So, combine similar terms na lang to. 3x minus 2x will give us x and then bring down negative 1 is equals to 0. Next, solve for x. Lipat sa kabila. So, x is equals to positive 1. Now, hindi pa tayo tapos kasi yung panglimang step is to check if this answer is a solution of this equation. Okay? So, palitan natin. So, kunin natin yung original equation natin. Ito yun. And then, lahat ng variable x, papalitan natin ng 1. So, pag tayo ay nagsasubstitute ng variable, make sure maglagay tayo ng parenthesis like this. Okay? Especially kapag negative yung i-substitute natin. So, we have 1 over 1. So, yung x naging 1. 3 times x, yung x dito naging 1. Okay, yun lang naman yung nabago. Next, 1 over 1 is 1. And then, 3 times 1 minus 1 is 2. So, we have 2 over 2. So, 1 over 1 equals to 2 over 2. And both is equals to 1 is equals to 1. So, therefore, since sila ay equal, yung answer natin na x minus 1 is a solution. And we're done. Next, number 2. Same process. Step number 1 is equate to 0. So, lipat natin, then equate to 0. Dun sa module nyo, kapag i-multiply natin yan sa kanilang LCD, matatanggal yung denominator. Halos ganun din naman yung concept na ginagawa natin. Okay? Yun nga lang, yung pag-equate to 0 ay preparation natin para sa next topic na solving rational inequality. Okay? So, kahit naman ano yung gawin yung solution, as long na makukuha nyo yung correct answer, is okay lang din naman sa akin yan. Okay? So, hindi ko sinasabi na gawin nyo itong process na to, but I assure you na kapag ito yung ginamit natin, kahit anong level na kayo ng mathematics, is applicable pa rin siya. Okay, so yung LCD natin, balik tayo, is 5 times 4x plus 3. So, just multiply kasi wala naman silang common factor. Next, kailangan maging magkamukha yung denominator. So, yung 4x plus 3, kailangan i-multiply by 5. And then yung 5, kailangan i-multiply sa 4x plus 3. So, ganito yung gagawin natin. So, make sure numerator and denominator nakamultiply and numerator denominator. Bakit nga ba ganon? Kasi pwede natin siyang i-cancel and babalik lang tayo sa original. Okay? And that's our main goal. Wala tayong dinadagdag. Kung baga, nag-multiply tayo ng same number para pag kinancel natin, balik tayo sa original. Okay? Now, numerator na lang yung concern natin. Hindi natin concern yung denominator. Na-explain ko na kanina kung bakit. So, 5 times 7x plus 12 minus 2 times the quantity 4x plus 3. Simplify natin. We have 5 times 7x is 35x. 5 times 12 is 60. Negative 2 times 4x is negative 8x. Negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6 equals to 0. Now, combine similar terms na lang tayo. We have 35 minus 8x is 27x. 60 minus 6 is 54. So, lilipat natin sa kabila. So, magiging negative 54. Now, to solve for x, so divide natin by 27. So, 54 divided by 27 will give us x is equals to negative 2. Now, check natin kung ito ay solution or kung ito yung tamang sagot. So, sa checking, gagamitin natin yung original equation. We have 7x plus 12 over 4x plus 3 equals to 2 over 5. Now, lahat ng x, lahat ng variable x, lalagyan ng parentheses at papalitan ng negative 2. Here we go. So, 7 times negative 2 plus 12 and 4 times negative 2 plus 3. Simplify natin both sides. So, 7 times negative 2 is negative 14 plus 12 is negative 2. This is negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Now, negative 2 over negative 5 is the same thing as 2 over 5. So, 2 over 5 is equals to 2 over 5. So, since nagkaroon sila ng equal or equal yung kinalabasan, therefore, negative 2 is our answer and we're done. Now, syempre, mas maganda kung makakakita tayo ng maraming example para kung meron na kayong isosolve, pwede nyo balikan itong mga example na to, hanapin yung kamukha. Okay, so mas maraming example, mas matututo tayo. Simulan natin example number 3. So, solution natin una is equate to 0. Next, make the same denominator. Gamit yung LCD. Sa module ninyo, ang ginagawa sa LCD, i-multiply natin para matanggal yung denominator. Same lang din naman yung concept na. Okay? So, kailangan maging 6x to. So, kailangan i-multiply yung x by 6. Yung 6, kailangan multiply by x. And then, yung 3, para maging 6x, kailangan i-multiply by 2x. So, numerator and denominator. Okay? So, lahat ng yan ay 6x. So, ang concern na lang natin ay numerator. So, baba natin. 6 times 5 minus 5x minus 5 times 2x is equals to 0. So, ito lang yung numerator natin. Now, combine similar terms lang tayo. 6 times 5 is 30. Negative 5x minus 10x. This becomes 10x. Pag pinag-combine is negative 15x is equals to 0. Lipat natin yung 30 sa kabila. Magiging negative 15x equals to negative 30. Divide both sides by negative 15. So, x is equals to positive 2. Now, let us check if this 2 is the correct answer. So, by checking, gamitin natin yung original equation. Palitan natin yung x and then isimplify natin. So, magiging 5 over 2 minus 5 over 6 equals to 5 over 3. So, kailangan same ng denominator, no? So, multiply natin to sa 3 over 3. So, magiging 15 over 6 minus 5 over 6 equals to 5 over 3. So, now, subtract natin yung numerator kasi same na ng denominator yan. 15 minus 5 is 10 over 6. Eh, ang 10 over 6, pag sinimplify, ay 5 over 3. So, meaning, they are the same. Ibig sabihin, positive 2 is our answer and we're done. So, let's move on to example number 4. We have m plus 8 over m minus 1 equals to 11 over m minus 1. So, una, equate to 0. Same na sila ng denominator. So, kailan pa natin kunin yung LCD? And the answer is hindi na. Kasi, same na silang denominators. Ano yung concern? Yung numerator na lang. So, we have m plus 8 minus 11 is equals to 0. 8 minus 11 is negative 3. So, lipat yun sa kabila. So, m is equals to positive 3. Now, let us check if this positive 3 is a solution to this equation. So, we have the checking. Using the original equation, lahat ng m dyan, palitan ng 3. So, yung m naging 3, yung m sa ilalim naging 3, yung m sa ilalim ng 11 ay naging 3. Simplify natin. 3 plus 8 is 11. 3 minus 1 is 2. 11 copy. 3 minus 1 is 2. Now, 11 over 2 is equals to 11 over 2 since the same sila. Meaning, yung 3 is correct. And this is our final answer and we're done. So, let's move on to example number 5. Kung medyo nabibilisan, edi balikan natin yung video. Pwede naman natin yung ibalik, okay? Or pwede kayong manghingi sa akin ng copy ng video, bibigyan ko naman kayo ng link. So, example number 5. Medyo mahaba, pero using our steps, kaya-kaya natin yan. So, 4x plus 1 over x plus 1 minus 3 equals to 12 over x squared minus 1. First step is to equate this to 0. So, lipat yun sa kabila. 12 over x squared minus 1, lipat mo sa kabila, kaya naging minus. Okay? Next, yung 3, meron yung denominator. Ano yun? 1. So, palaging meron denominator yung mga whole numbers, no? So, ito ay 1. Okay? Now, ano yung LCD nila? So, bago yun, i-factor muna natin yung mga pwedeng i-factor. Kasi itong x squared minus 1, pwedeng i-factor yan as x plus 1 times x minus 1. Nakasunod? Next, ano yung LCD ng x plus 1, 1 saka x plus 1, x minus 1. And very good, kung ang sinagot mo ay x plus 1 times x minus 1. So, yung goal natin, maging ganito lang yung denominator. Ganun lang kasimple. So, eto, i-multiply natin yung una. Multiply natin sa x minus 1 kasi yun yung kulang niya para kamukha na nito, ng LCD. So, pati yung taas, ganun din, x minus 1. Since 1 lang to, multiply natin siya sa x plus 1, then x minus 1. So, pati yung numerator, ganun din. Next, eto naman, x plus 1, x minus 1, same na. So, hindi natin siya kailangang i-multiply pa sa kahit ano. Then, equals to 0. Now, ito yung kinaganda. Sa haba-haba niyan, ang goal na lang natin dito kunin ay yung numerator. And that's it. So, kunin natin yung numerator. So, 4x plus 1 times x minus 1 minus 3 times x plus 1 times x minus 1 minus 12 is equals to 0. Now, yung x plus 1, x minus 1, dito siya nagmula sa x squared minus 1. So, equivalent lang siya nun. X squared minus 1. This term. Okay? So, this factor ay x squared minus 1 lang din. So, ito na lang multiply muna natin. Using FOIL method or yung chunk method na diniscuss natin nakaraan. So, this becomes 4x squared and this is negative 4x. Minultiply ito, this becomes x. So, negative 4x, saka yung x will give us negative 3x. Okay? So, medyo minultiply ko na agad siya. Kasi napagdaanan na rin natin yan. May topic tayo ng multiplication. So, I know for sure, kayang-kaya nyo gawin yan. Okay? Positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Next, negative 3. Again, itong x plus 1, x minus 1 na to, same lang siya ng x squared minus 1. Okay, doon natin siya, yung pinactor natin, diba? So, 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times negative 1 will give us positive 3. Kaya siya naging positive 3. And then, bring down lang yung negative 12. Kung medyo naguluhan ka, pwede mo siyang i-simplify muna, saka mo i-distribute. Okay, i-multiply. And make sure na ito yung makukuha mong sagot. Okay? Kung may question, pwede naman tayong magtanong gamit sa inyong messenger. Next is to combine similar terms. So, yung 4x squared, i-combine sa 3x squared. Negative 3x squared will give us x squared na lang. Negative 3x, wala nang may x dyan, so baba na lang natin. Next, negative 1 plus 3, ito ay positive 2, minus 12 is negative 10, then equals to 0. Now, sir, anong gagawin natin dyan? Kaya nga tayo may topic na factoring. So, yung last week na topic natin, i-apply natin ng sabay-sabay. Sa isang tanong lang yon, yung LCD, factoring, yung multiplication, and the rest. Okay, so factor natin to. Factor ng 10 ay 5 and 2 or negative 5 and 2 na pag pinag-add ay negative 3. So, x minus 5 times x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now, using 0 property, solve natin yung variable x. Kung yung product nila ay equal to 0, meaning one of them must be equal to 0. So, yung una, x minus 5 must be equal to 0. Then, solve for x, lipat natin sa kabila. So, x equals to positive 5. Yung x plus 2 naman, equate din sa 0. So, x plus 2 equals to 0. Next is, lipat natin sa kabila yung 2. So, magiging x is equals to negative 2 and we're done. But, yung step number 5, hindi pa natin tapos. Hindi pa pala tayo done. Okay? So, dun muna tayo sa step number 5, checking. So, how to check? So, if x is positive 5, so lahat, kunin natin yung ating original equation at lahat ng x palitan ng positive 5. So, yung x na to naging 5, yung x sa ilalim naging 5, yung x squared naging 5 squared. Okay? Next is to simplify. So, 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21, 5 plus 1 ay 6. 12 over 25, 5 squared is 25 minus 1, so 25 minus 1. Next, yung 3 kasi, over 1 yan, so para maging 6, multiply natin sa 6 over 6. So, 3 times 6 is 18 over 6. So, 18 over 6, 3 lang din naman to. So, gawin lang natin siyang same denominator kasi yung goal natin. Next, combine natin. So, since similar sila, madali na yan. 21 minus 18 ay so, 21 minus 18 okay, magkamukha lang sila. So, bring down lang. And kung mapapansin, 21 minus 18 ay 3 over 6. This equals to 12 over 24. And they are both 3 over 6 is 1 half, 12 over 24 is also 1 half. So, ito na ay magandang place para mag-stop kasi alam na natin na yung 5 is a solution kasi equal sila. So, let's move on to x is equals to negative 2. Tingnan natin kung sila ay equal din. So, lahat ng x dun sa original, baba natin, palitan natin ng negative 2. So, yung 4 times x, magiging 4 times negative 2. X sa ibaba, negative 2. At yung x squared na to, magiging negative 2 squared. Simplify natin. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Plus 1 is negative 7. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. Then, bring down minus 3. 12 over 4 minus 1. Okay? Next. Negative 7 over negative 1 is positive 7 minus 3 equals to 12 over 3 kasi 4 minus 1 is 3. Next, ang 7 minus 4, 7 minus 3, nauna yung sagot. So, 7 minus 3 ay 4. 12 over 3 is also 4. So, therefore, 4 is equals to 4 and they are equal. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Yung answer natin must be x equals to 5 and x is equals to negative 2. So, dalawa yung posibleng maging sagot and we're done. Now, bakit dalawa yung sagot? Kasi pareha silang nag-satisfy dun sa equation. So, pag pareha silang nag-satisfy sa equation, silang dalawa ay answer natin. Sila yung correct answer. And we're done. Let's have the last example. Eto, posibleng may makuha tayong sagot pero hindi niya masasatisfy yung equation. So, dito na yun sa number 6. Here we go. So, first step natin, as always, sa ating solution is equate to 0. Next, meron pang pwedeng i-factor. Alam ko naman kayang i-factor yan. Factor natin. So, ito ay x plus 2 times x plus 3. Next, ano yung LCD niyan? X plus 2, x plus 2 times x plus 3, then x plus 3. Alam kong nakikita nyo na yung LCD is x plus 2 times x plus 3. Okay? So, para maging x plus 2 times x plus 3 yung una, multiply natin sa x plus 3. Numerator and denominator. Yung huli naman, yung minus 5, kailangan i-multiply sa x plus 2 para maging kamukha ng ating LCD. So, numerator and denominator. Bakit yung gitna hindi na minultiply sa kahit ano? Kasi yung denominator niya, is yun na mismo yung LCD natin. Okay? So, wala tayong kailangan i-multiply dyan. Now, ito ang kinaganda nito. Yung numerator na lang yung concern natin. Yung denominator na sobrang haba, hindi natin yan papakailaman. So, x times x plus 3, then plus 2, minus 5 times x plus 2 is equals to 0. Next, distribute natin yung mga naka-multiply pa, yung naka-parenthesis. So, x times x is x squared, x times 3 is 3x, then bring down to negative 5 times x is negative 5x, negative 5 times positive 2 is negative 10, then equal to 0. Next, combine similar terms na lang to. Yung x squared, mayroon pa dyan? Wala. So, bring down 3x minus 5x is negative 2x. Positive 2 saka negative 10 is negative 8. Then equals to 0. So, quadratic, pwede siyang i-factor. Kayang-kayang i-factor. Meron tayong lesson na factoring. So, we have x minus 4 times x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now, solve for x. Since yung product nila ay 0, isa sa kanila must be 0. So, yung una, check natin. If x minus 4 is equals to 0. So, x equals to positive 4. Next, x plus 2, yung pangalawang factor, equal to 0. Solve natin yung x. So, x is equals to negative 2. So, ito yung dalawang potential na solution natin. Now, ang tanong, sila kayang dalawa ay masasatisfy yung equation. So, tingnan natin. Through checking. So, x equals to 4. So, lahat ng x na nakikita natin dyan, lagyan ng parenthesis at gawing 4. Okay? So, x naging 4. Yung x plus 2 naging 4 tong x. Then, x squared plus 5x plus 6 naging 4 squared plus 5 times 4 plus 6. At itong x plus 3 naging 4 plus 3. So, lahat ng variable x palitan ng 4. At make sure nasa parenthesis. Wala naman kasing bayad yung parenthesis kaya pwedeng gamitin yan anytime you want. Okay? So, simplify natin. 4 over 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 over 4 squared is 16 plus 5 times 4 is 20 plus 6 is 42 equals to 5 over 4 plus 3 is 7. Next, simplify natin itong side. 42 to, ito ay 6 lang para maging magkamuka. Multiply natin by 7 sa numerator and denominator. Okay? So, we have 4 times 7 is 28. 6 times 7 is 42. Now, combine similar terms na lang tayo. Combine yung similar fraction, I mean. So, 28 plus 2 is 30 over 42. Pag sinimplify yung 30 over 42, divide natin by 6 both sides. This becomes 5 over 7. So, 5 over 7 equals to 5 over 7. Meaning, x is equals to 4 is a solution. Okay? So, tama yung x equals to 4. Eh, para naman yung negative 2. So, try natin. Lahat ng x palitan ng negative 2. Here we go. Now, mag-observe muna tayo ng konti. Meron kasi tayo makikita kakaiba. Yung negative 2 over negative 2 plus 2. Yung denominator niya, negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Bawal tayong magkaroon ng 0 sa denominator kasi undefined siya. At pag naging undefined yan, hindi niya masasatisfy yung equation kasi undefined siya. So, meaning yung negative 2 is not a solution. Eh, anong tawag sa kanya? Ang tawag sa kanya is extraneous solution. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Nakuha natin siya sa process, pero hindi niya masasatisfy yung ating given equation. So, ang tawag natin doon is extraneous solution. Okay? So, kaya importante yung last step natin na checking. Baka kasi yung isang nakuha nating sagot ay extraneous. Okay? So, therefore, our final answer must be x plus 4 only. And